Yeah. So anyway, I also visited China. I went to Chengdu, the capital of Sichuan, with my extended family. And that was one interesting trip. So I learned 3 things from my trip in Chengdu. Number 1, it was spicy. Literally, spicy. Everything you eat, spicy. Like the air you breathe in, spicy. Everything. Because they have this spice called the huajiao. And basically it makes you lose all your feeling in your mouth. And if you ask the cooks there to not put huajiao in your mouth because you're really dying, they will go like, you offended their ancestors. You'll be like, what? How am I supposed to do that? So number 2, it has fascinating people. In China, you can't refer to people by the English Mr. or Miss because it insinuates that that they sell their bodies for money. So instead, you go by the more conservative pretty girl and handsome guy. This madness extended to the panda park I went to. Can you imagine calling a panda pretty girl? I also got to climb a legitimate mountain, not the small pile of dirt we have here in Singapore. In the mountain, I had a gentle, studious looking guy come up to me and ask, "Where is the lift to the top?" So we are in a mountain, right? And this guy is asking for a lift to the top. So obviously I had this confused look on my face. And so he felt the need to clarify. He went, "Like those lifts in a shopping mall." Yes, I know what a lift is. I have been to a shopping mall. Have you been to a mountain? This is the kind of thing we all think while climbing a mountain but do not say. Later I realized why he might have asked that. Because the mountain was really, really tall. And like coming down from it took like 4 hours. Yeah. Number 3, it is one mysterious land. Each mountain either has a Taoist temple or a monastery built into it, with the cool folklore surrounding it and everything. There are many, many theories that abound about Chengdu, from why the 2008 earthquake happened to when it might occur again, from people moving mountains to alien invasions, all sorts of things. Case in point, I visited this place in Chengdu called the Sanxing Dui, which directly translates to a pile of 3 stars. It is basically an excavation site where they found artifacts belonging to a certain civilization, but just like the Mayan race, it kind of just vanished without a trace at some point in time. So we visited a museum next to the actual excavation site, where they displayed some of the stuff that they had found from the excavation site. And there were lots of sacrificial objects in it, like ritual blades, liquor cups, lots of masks of different sizes. Everything about this destination was fishy. Why is it called the 3 stars? Not 1, not 2, not 4, but 3. We all know what 3 relates to. It's the number of sides of a triangle. And stars, that's suspicious too, since the civilization sort of just vanished, and even though it's geographically located in China, the design of the artifacts were very, very similar to those of ancient Egypt. But we know that there was no link between Egypt and China during that period of time. So where did they get the artifacts from? Was it an alien invasion? And the last part was, one of the biggest artifacts they found was a sculpture of a tree. It's huge, it's like the size of this classroom. And the tree had 3 branches on each level. And on each level, you guessed it, 3 birds. So, being a fan of Dan Brown and conspiracy theories, I jokingly pointed all of this out to my family members and explained what the Illuminati is. If you guys don't know what the Illuminati is, you are living under a rock. It is this theory that posits a new world order in which scientists will take over the world and like elite people will just govern the world and stuff.
And it's headed by Taylor Swift.
Sure. I wasn't taking it seriously, but I was just pleased to know that reading Dan Brown's Angels and Demons was more helpful than I thought. But then I realized I had made a grave mistake because my family members began taking it very, very seriously. First, their eyes widened and they went, "Oh my gosh, you are absolutely right!" And then they started noticing things on their own. My aunt pointed out that the liquor cups stood on 3 legs. My cousin noticed that the little symbol at the top of the sacrificial blades looked like an eye. Suddenly, everyone in my family was like Sherlock Holmes, finding details in the displays that I would have never noticed, feeding the ridiculous notion that some civilization that existed way before the Illuminati came into existence is related to the Illuminati. So this got me thinking a lot. I used to wonder why conspiracy theories are so popular. I mean, hundreds of thousands of people out there believe that the Earth is flat, and the Titanic sinking is planned, and the moon landings are fake. Somehow, scientific facts are not enough to convince us, but rather we would listen to some far-flung notion that Clinton runs a pedophilia ring in a pizza store.
He does. I'm sorry.
And then the trip with my family happened. You see, the mind sees what it wants to see. It is actually not difficult to start and propagate a conspiracy theory at all. All you have to do is find a theory, find a reason for why the theory may exist, sit back, relax, watch the world burn. Because the thing is, there are still so many things we don't know about this earth and about the universe beyond it. This is made even worse by us lying to each other about simple facts. Conspiracy theories aren't just there to alarm people or to serve as jokes over lunch. They actually satisfy our inner curiosity for knowledge, for truth. Sometimes they even provide us with a parallel universe. Perhaps one in which life is better. I mean, a new world order might sound scary to you, but think about it. You would be governed by an elite people who actually know what they are doing. A generation of fake news means that the amount of conspiracy theories out there is only going to increase. Don't get me wrong, some of the theories may be good, others may even turn out to be true, but whatever it is, our minds are the biggest weapons against ourselves. You only need one person to whisper into another's ears to corrupt an entire population. So as I spend the rest of the day regretting my life decisions and listening to my family go on and on and on about how the restaurant served the meat rolls in multiples of 3, I realized how much power I wielded and how terrifying that is. Something inconsequential to me, something that was a joke, actually changed a person's perception of the world. To end off, I have a side suggestion. If you're tired of hearing these theories and you're tired of hearing your friends or your family talk about them, just respond with something even more outlandish than the previous claim. For example, if someone tells you the moon landings are fake, look them in the eye incredulously and say, "What? You believe in the moon?" Yeah, that might make them sink deeper actually. But anyways, I hope this made you rethink some of the stuff that you might have seen, said, or heard in the past. After all, the consequences of spreading these theories are getting really serious, like what happened in the Pizzagate shootings. Personally though, some harmless conspiracy theories are fun, and it's great to know that with a rudimentary grasp of psychology, you can really mess with people. Thank you.